Hello, stamping friends, and welcome to Linda's Stamping Escape. Join me tonight on the coast to watch the sunset because tonight we are going to walk through and create a beautiful card created with Stampin' Up's new Sunset Coast bundle. Yes, this was one of the bundles that I also featured at Retreat, and it was a hit. I love this paper, so I'll be sharing that with you as well. Stepping through some of the designs here, and then we'll make a cute little card. So, welcome everyone. Don't forget to say hello when you pop in, and you will get your name in a drawing for some cute little embellishments. So, welcome everyone. Let's start off with the stamp set itself. So there's quite a few different images. I believe this is from Mexico, but I mean, it could be for anywhere. It's just a nice little cave that you can set in the water. And I'll be highlighting this in the future. Tonight we're focusing more on the dies and the paper, but it has great sentiments. Anniversary, retirement, it's just perfect. And then our dies, we have a little fishnet, you can use this as a sunrise. I actually used it on a card to create dimensions. So I'll be sharing that later too. And then we have, of course, the lighthouse and a sailboat. So I'll be sharing the lighthouse tonight. So just cute. And of course, we have seashells and some seagulls, little boats, little fence. So a lot of stuff to play with, but a lot of big stuff to really like make quicker cards. So that is the bundle. All right. And here is that gorgeous paper. Oh my gosh, you guys. This isn't just pretty. Look at it, has shimmer to it. So it's like gorgeous and shimmery. You get two in one. So beautiful sunsets, backgrounds you can use for water or anything that you'd like. This kind of reminds me of camping cups too, doesn't it? So if you still have one of your cup dies, this would be cute to use that on. And we have another pattern here. And there's so many colors with your navies and your blues, your pinks, your oranges. And again, they all have that pretty shimmer to it. And that background. And here we got one that reminds me of like a drive in the summer. You go by and you see them golden colors coming off the water. Look at that. Even way down here, you can see that shimmer. In the back on that one, some purple. This is a gorgeous one I'm going to be working with tonight. So this is really pretty. One of my favorites. I don't know. They're all my favorite. I should say that. So that's pretty there. And then we have a nice bold sunset here. If you want, you could use it for a sunrise too. Just take your pick. Again, that shimmer. And it also has like brush strokes and the texture of canvas in here. So it makes it look like a painting. And then we have this one. Big, bold sunset with just that sun peeking out. And if you guys follow my retreat pics, you know that I have quite a few of those with just that little dot of sun peeking out. So that is the paper. So pretty and so easy to use. So we're going to make a cute and easy card tonight. So I'm using a tent fold. So it is 4¼ by 11 and scored and folded at 5½. And then I have a piece of Highland Heather, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Nope, it's 4 1/8. 4 1/8. I'm sorry, guys. So just cutting that a little shy so I can maximize my paper here and get a 4x4 sheet. So we're going to just pop this on right now onto our Highland Heather. And I don't even think I'm using dimensionals tonight. I'm just going to layer this up because it looks so pretty. You could pop it up if you wanted to, but I am not tonight. You don't always have to pop everything up. But sometimes the cardstock and the paper itself is just going to call to your senses, basically. How's that? Gorgeous, right? Okay. Now, when I trim this down, so I trimmed an inch off each side and then an inch off the bottom, and I used one of the greetings from the stamp set and embossed it with our Wow embossing powder. And if you haven't tried the new stuff, Wow is right. It works really good. So I just trimmed that inch off of here, and then it already had the inch off each side. I'm just going to add that right here. Put that up just a little bit. So we got a nice bold border around there. And I didn't have my embossing buddy at the time, so I got a couple little dots on there. So I thought how I would fix that would be to just take my Sharpie and color some dots. So this is the Dewdrop embellishments, and I just colored those with my Sharpie. And I like it because they're see-through, and then what happens is they get this blue and black look. So a bluish black on there. And we're just going to pop these right around our greeting to really get that focus over here. Let me get this moved over here a little. There we go. So a little high on this side and then up and around. And then we're going to grab our lighthouse. Now, this is how it cuts out right here. So you can make this as big as your page. You can trim it down. I wanted some of the outside paper to show, so you got that continuity that flows. And I still wanted my sun to be nicely in the center, and it just works together so pretty. And again, not going to pop this up, just going to lay it down. So just put my little adhesive. If you like glue, you can use that instead, because that might work a little better right there on your lighthouse. Get that little tip down there, and then we'll just do that by the house as well. A few little dots. Ah, you guys are liking that. I see hearts. Not sure why my thing is not showing any comments. I apologize. I will go back and answer any questions or comments you guys post. But let's straighten this out. And don't you like how it gets that nice border around it by making this just a little smaller? And it gives that continuity and that nice flow of that pretty, pretty design. You don't lose that then. And then that is how quick and easy you can make that card. Oh, I do see some hearts. Love it. Thank you, guys. Yep. And you all know I love my lighthouses. I got my little lighthouse here from Chris and a little lighthouse pen from Cheryl. Look at it, even lights up. Isn't that cute? So, yep, got lots of little gifties from you guys with my lighthouses. So, there's the lighthouse. I'll be sharing more later, but I have one more really quick one just to show you. And this one, I cut out a 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took one of the squares out of Stylish Shapes and I die cut this big piece here. And then I just cut a square that was a 1/4 inch larger than the die cut. And then I layered it. So it looks like you have two pieces of the designer paper here, but you really don't. And then I just added the little seagulls in there and stamped one of the verses and like cut it out. So just so I could add a little more. And then some of those pretty shimmer sequins, I think they're called. So those are coming out. All of this is coming out in the new catalog. And ladies, some of you didn't get your catalogs. So please message me and let me know so we can set a pickup date because I have ordered extra and they are here. So I want to make sure you guys get your catalogs before May 5th, I think it is, we can start to order. And then watch for your newsletter because I'll have pictures of the new product of the month, which is Berry Botanical Vellum. They're having a flash sale on May 2nd. That is 20% off select memory keeping products. And then there's 2 new starter kit offers, and those start on May 5th. And you can either choose from the new in colors and the new pads, or like $35 extra worth in product. So that'll all be in my newsletter with more information for you, but I just wanted to mention it. And then I'll be showcasing different cards with this set. And then watch for a special event that's coming up very, very soon. So I'll be posting more about that tomorrow right here on Facebook and in the newsletter. So I want to thank you, ladies, for joining me. And I will get your name in that spin to win some embellishments. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night.